Over the last 2 weeks, we've spent a significant amount of time digging different areas of the cordoned off area. That's taken 2 or 3 phases. Initially, we responded to the areas of anomaly identified by the Defence Science and Technology Lab using their ground penetrating radar equipment. We took the advice of forensic archaeologists who specialise in this type of body recovery, and they identified a number of other areas in there that were around those initial areas of anomaly and were worthy of digging. Then a third phase of this investigation was using the victim recovery dogs to go over the areas that we dug. We extended the parameters around those areas that we dug by venting the ground, leaving it for 24 hours and then allowing those body recovery dogs to go back over. And so a number of phases have been worked through in an effort to locate Sarah, but sadly we haven't managed to locate her at this stage. I'd like to thank everybody involved here and every member of the community that has come down to this site to provide us with information that they thought might be helpful. So there are a number of people that have been identified that we will be speaking to and following up with, taking statements from potentially, but really speaking to them to find out what they know. So that's the next phase for us, is going forward, is speaking to people that have been identified to us and have identified themselves to us to see what information they've got. And then we will be assessing absolutely everything we have learned from the dig here, everything we've learned from members of the community. We'll be comparing that to what we already know, and then we'll be making a decision as about which potential lines of inquiry we follow up from there. We don't know enough about what happened to Sarah, and we don't know where she's buried. What I am very firm on in my opinion of is that somebody out there in this community knows exactly how she died and knows exactly where she's buried. My plea to them is that 20 years have passed. That's 20 years when Sarah hasn't been returned to her family. Hopefully your allegiances have changed. You may be more confident to come forward and give us that bit of information that helps us recover Sarah. That's what I want to do. That's what I want to do for her family. And if you've got that information out there, I'd encourage you to either come forward and speak to the police direct on 101 or speak to Crime Stoppers if you want to give that information anonymously.